Happy birthday.
Hello.
Hello, welcome to the Aftershow.
Of course I need to clap at that exact moment. Thank you, buddy. Hello, everybody. Thank you for supporting us on Patreon and helping to eventually fund the nonsense that we do on this show. That's about it, really, for the intro. You don't need to listen to the spiel again. Let's jump right into it. Stars and favorites. We'll go with
Can I
Shadow.
start?
Okay then. Timothy.
So,
Shadow.
I think my favorite bit was me completely screwing the pooch when it comes to like the interaction with the zealot.
So wonderful. You were doing so well. And then you're like, oh yeah, we gotta kill Mithras. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, the worst part is recognizing him. I'm like, oh, that's Darius. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
You're in a museum to Mithras.
I mean, even just
Technically
like
it's not.
beyond that, like Kindred 101, don't tell your intentions to like everyone you meet.
Right.
Like
Okay,
say something
okay.
close to the chest. Please.
Okay, yes. Again, that was me making a mistake.
I know.
Timothy would not have done that.
Jabble. Like, seriously, I have fucked up like that so many times. It's fine. Like, I have fucked up like that in character so many times.
When your character has a high intelligence, but you have the IQ of a bimbo.
Pretty much. It's like it's like
I think that's basically everyone here.
Yeah, so it's
I
like
mean,
your
mostly good at
character
reverse, actually. But thank you.
Lol. When your
You know what
character
my-
has
you know what
high
my
IQ,
thing- You know what my thinking was in that moment?
You weren't?
This guy is protecting Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn hates Mithras, therefore he hates Mithras.
Nope.
Gwendolyn doesn't hate Mithras. She's terrified of him.
Yeah. She is terrified of him. She's ambivalent. She wouldn't weep if he was gone, even if she wasn't Humanity 3, but she's also not going to openly oppose him. She will stand by and let you act, but she will not oppose him because she's terrified.
Unless you give
of him.
her a very good reason to, she's definitely not acting against
Yeah, like
him.
if you have some way of absolutely guaranteeing that Mithras will die, she's not going to bet on that.
Yeah.
Especially Humanity 3, where selfishness is absolute. Anyway,
Unless we are
Stars, what's your wish? And then I was just start with your wish.
My wish is that I would be less of a dumbass while playing Timothy.
Oh,
That can come with practice.
Yeah.
yeah, it'll take practice. It was fun though. Such a
And you know what's
wonderful
really funny? I started off with this session by saying, I've been a vampire for 50 years. I'm not an idiot.
I caught that. I was like,
10
yes.
minutes later.
10 minutes later,
moment.
I am being an
Everything's on
idiot. Oh
fire.
fuck.
So who's next?
To be fair,
Can I go? I really liked the Jean and Timothy double team on Darius. Like, just fucking his day up. Made everything great. Timothy being like, shut the fuck up, and Jean coming out of the shadows to be like, yes, shut the fuck up. And that entire extended scene. I think my only wish in that regard is that like if Jean and Gwendolyn got their sort of not match, but like their sort of trading of blows to see like taking the measure of each other would have been nice.
Yeah,
I know that Jean would have lost.
He has
but,
like 10 dice.
Oh no,
Minimum.
I know, but it would have been fun for Jean to get put in her place.
You
Like,
don't have fortitude,
even just a
you would
little.
die.
I mean, you don't need fortitude. She can only not paint Torpor.
I mean,
so.
do you want to know what I was going to have her do before Lucia stepped in?
Yeah.
I was going to have her blink and just shove that sword through your midsection and just pin you to the wall.
Cool. I mean, I would have tried to punch her in the process.
I mean, you wouldn't have been able to. She's blinking. She can do that.
A blink
I
doesn't
don't think-
actually
I don't
let
think
you
blink
act before
prevents
the other
it.
person. It just
Yeah.
moves.
I
so that
don't know
you're
what's her
next to them.
celerity at.
Thing is,
Yeah.
Let me
She
She
just-
doesn't
might
have enough
enjoy
celerity
that.
to act before the storyteller, so she doesn't have enough celerity to act before other people.
No. Oh shit.
Yeah.
No, I need to put a Never mind.
But like, I mean, it would just come down to her being like 5
Oh,
potents as opposed to me being 4 potents, you know, and her
Her
having
celerity
5
is 4,
strength.
so no, she wouldn't be able to do
Yeah.
that. Never mind.
So I mean, she probably has a lot of dice on me, but like, yeah, it wouldn't have been that unfair, you know. It would have been like a normal person fighting Jean, which is still unfair, but like, you know,
Yeah.
people would be like, well, okay. So, I
He
mean,
has
it
5
wouldn't have
brawl
been-
and 5
but
strength
wouldn't it
or
be
dex.
broken?
That's 10 dice plus potence.
Yeah.
And if she rouses,
Mm. Yeah.
she'd break you in half.
So,
Also, potence 5, Fist of Cain.
Yeah, that's an issue. If she did that, I would be in torpor probably.
She doesn't have a reason to like try to kill you. You're like I said, the 5 of you have been so greatly entertaining to her. She didn't need any extra payment. That was enough.
I mean-
that was you were. Yeah,
I mean, that's what I was counting on. Like, I was hoping for like a friendly exchange between
Yeah.
warriors, kind of thing. You know, like let's see what each other is made of.
I think if you don't mind, I think what was going on in Gwendolyn's mind was basically like, holy shit, these babies just completely owned Darius.
Probably. I mean, if you notice, she said, "Please don't harm him," and then when you hurt him, she did nothing about it. She's a free humanity. She doesn't give a fuck. She said, "Please don't like the please don't harm him" was more of a reflex because he's an acquaintance. He's a
It was a courtesy.
friend. Yeah, and then it's
Her
like,
exact words were, "Don't kill him."
Kill
True,
him. Yeah.
yeah.
And I was like,
don't-
I'm not going to
don't-
take his head off or anything, but like,
Yeah,
I'm going to
well,
make
yeah,
him
'cause-
pay.
Yeah, because it's like, don't kill him. He's useful, and he is useful to her. He
Yeah.
brings her blood. She can't go out looking the way she does.
I mean, the worst he's going to do is go back to Mithras and be like, oh, I got the shit kicked out of me. And then
Yeah.
other sort of Mithraic cultists are going to be like, shit, they beat up Darius. Like,
Yeah,
you know, this is terrible.
yeah. I don't think anyone's.
It's a hell of an audition.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But yeah, it depends. I mean, Timothy did so well on browbeating him. I don't think he's going to go to Mithras.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was really good. Just the
yeah.
utterly just eviscerating him with words.
Yep.
Yeah, like it was
Yeah.
like, I dominated your mind. We've literally kicked the shit out of you. Out of you.
It was
You
highly
have-
entertaining.
You took
Hmm.
me to Gwendolyn, the person you were supposed to protect, with absolutely no resistance whatsoever. You failed your god. Are you really going to tell him that?
Yeah.
Till
I don't know if we're
Thursday.
doing like the social conflict rules, but like he should have like fucking impaired willpower for a couple of nights, you know? Like he got fucking owned.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yes, and Timothy stole a portion of that man's pride, and he is never giving
Mhm.
it back.
Wow. Which is Jen?
Wait, no, do my wish. Yeah, my wish was just sort of for Gwen and Jean to get that showdown.
Yeah, I think that can
yeah.
happen.
Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to have like that sort of like, you know the Matrix 2 when like the person's like you never know someone until you fight them. Like
Yeah.
I want that scene between them, Jean and Gwen, where it's like, cool,
Yeah.
but let's take each other's measure properly.
Yeah.
And that's just because like I'm a Gwen fangirl from Shadow's Fall London game.
All right.
And I was like, oh, I love her. She's fantastic. Like
Yeah.
we sided with her.
But yeah, it's like when I saw that she was Humanity 3, I went and had a look at what Humanity 3 is, and yeah, she looks
Hmm.
monstrous. She looks truly monstrous.
Yeah, I think you played that more than Shadow did for the game, but yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause
that's why
I-
she's hidden.
I
That's why she's
figured
hidden
she would-
away in a basement because she can't
Hmm.
go and hunt looking the way she does.
Well,
She
here's the
draw way
thing.
too much
In
attention.
Fall of London, she's out like sitting in open space, so clearly she doesn't look that monstrous.
Yeah,
Or has some way
decided
to hide it.
play I decided to play on it a bit and make her just
Yeah.
look truly
Yeah, no, I was
monstrous.
just explaining why I didn't play into the 3 as much, because it's like, well, if she's out in an open space, she either has a way to hide
Yeah.
it or doesn't look
Mm.
that out of place.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, sorry.
But to hot potato it, let's throw it to Joey, Stars and Wishes. I kind of feel like we should do this our regular transition thing so people can follow. But yeah.
Stars, a weird one, but I'm actually happy that Joey was able to take a back seat in this session to let you guys do more, because Joey did a lot for the first few bits. So be able to just sit back, make a few jokes, and just be like, let you guys just, do your own stuff. Yeah. But most Joey did was just go to the chat and was like, here's the data. Be a good research guinea pig for our group. And then once we got to the museum, I'm like, I'll let you guys do it. My plan was, again, I had the plan that Joey could have tried to get some CCTV later on if we didn't get to Gwendolyn, but we got to Gwendolyn before that was needed.
Yar.
Oh yeah, should probably
Wish?
text my Sarah that we found her.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you might need to take back.
Yeah, so once we left, Joey probably just numbed on that girl and was like, okay, let's go.
She's not on the red list though, just so you know. Like,
Oh, I know.
I'm
She
just
was
saying,
still-
like,
The reason
Quick
a certain
question.
someone is there is because she was about to be added to the red list. So
Quick question.
and she made a deal with Queen Anne to get her off it to make that
Quick
not happen.
Sorry, quick question. Could Mithras be added to the red list?
yes, but also
yes,
Yeah.
but they're
good
too
fucking
scared
luck.
of Mithras to do that. Yeah, they're too scared of Mithras to do that because he's a Methuselah.
like you don't just put a Methuselah in the red list without a good reason.
Yeah. Like,
Breaking the Masquerade in base.
Not
And-
enough.
and that's not close to enough. Like you have to be a genuine threat to the Camarilla.
I mean, especially without evidence, right? Like, if you could prove 100% he did it, and then had another reason on top of it, cool, you're good. Maybe at a push.
But
with a
here's the
good,
thing:
like,
to add someone to the red
persuasion.
list, like you have to get a whole clan to be like, "Yep, we're adding them," and sponsor that.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
That's difficult.
Which is why Gwendolyn was able to go to Queen Anne and say, "Hey, about that red list thing, maybe not."
Because I think Queen Anne was the one pushing for it so that she could get leverage over Gwendolyn.
But yeah, and for my wish, not much, no real wish at the moment. Just happy to keep playing for now.
Wait. Let's be clear. You wish for more scenes where Jean breaks people's collarbones like the rest of us.
Yeah, okay, that can be my wish. More beatdown. Although
Yeah,
I want more XP at this point though, just so I can start to get my celerity melee build going.
Well, you did get another 2 XP this session, so your total should be like 38.
Just because I'm curious, what generation are the Justicars generally?
It depends.
Yeah. I mean,
They
you're recently,
are
like,
the nuclear
elder
option of the
to Zilla.
Camarilla, so they're pretty Methuselah adjacent.
In one of my other games, I had a Fentra who became a Justicar, and she was only like Gen 10-9, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, there's something to be said for like experience in the field.
Yeah.
You know, it goes a long way.
So if we could convince every, if not most, of the Justicars to help us attack Mithras, we could take him down. Maybe.
But now it's time for our favorite Sarah's starting with.
Okay, I'd actually say that the one of my actual stars was just both me and Shadow's role playing having a panic attack, looking at Mithras's shit, and like, oh, holy shit, we're just complete. I really like getting into that headspace because it was just like I don't often do it, and it was just so fun. And you also saw the everybody's watching. It's also the fact that we both had the paranoia, but we both did it in different ways that I really like. So you did the I want to hide, and I did the I want to kill everything.
Yeah, I thought mine fit with the I want to hide, given my whole like power set is just not being there.
Yeah, and the thing is, even though Lauren is not actively that physical in terms of her powers, her mindset is that she will still try and fight the thing that is scaring her.
Yeah, I mean, for Lucia, it felt right because the whole you see portents and omens. So it's like, well, you see the coming of the sun god, and you see all unworthy kindred being washed away. And for Lauren, it's like, well, she used to be a gang leader. She is used to looking over her shoulder, to knowing that her colleagues will, fellow gang members will stab her in the back at the first sign of weakness. So I played on that, but that's the route I took. I'm glad you liked it because I love doing the compulsions. Compulsions are fun.
Hey, is Lauren angry at Timothy?
She's kind of more disappointed with everyone right now because it's like
I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
She just watched the people she's supposed to work with potentially slipping closer to Gwenllian. Yeah.
Oh, would I get a stain for absolutely browbeating the shit out of him?
No. Why would you?
No,
he's not a human, and unless it's against your convictions, who cares?
Unless your conviction is don't browbeat you little bitches, then
Joey did nothing this session that would have threatened humanity.
Yeah, I think that's a lesson that Lauren has to learn in a way, where it's like, well, the things that hold some of us close to humanity are the same things that would threaten someone else's. When Jean is acting as a bully, that is something that she sees as distinctly human. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Like that is her sort of holding on. But yeah. Or at least it's not threatening.
That's like a good take on it.
Yeah. So, Wish.
Possibly that we just had a bit more time with the Lucia and Lauren conversation right at the very end, just before it was. Because I think that one was kind of like everyone was trying to do sort of end of session things.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, hey.
Yeah, I guess that's also my wish for that conversation to have been longer, because
because it was good. Like,
I mean, you could have asked for it to be longer. Like, we could have stayed longer. I would have been fine with that.
Now we should stick to the agreed upon time.
Yeah,
fair enough.
Yeah,
even if I don't have a game next, I would still,
Yeah.
If you need to be anything in life, you should at least be consistent.
I mean, so what are you guys doing then? Because this coterie is wow.
I mean, I'm consistently a thought, but
and I'm consistently doing nothing.
Can I resign as a DM? Is that an option?
Okay, let's be honest.
But I'll take over, and it'll make the game worse.
Let's be honest. The only person in this coterie who's a thought is Joey.
No, really. No. Joey is actually the least goddamn.
I mean, Joey's pretty well versed in occult and is fairly smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think Joey's like the Dexter type who's playing us. And at the end, when we think we've won, he's the one that'll turn around and be like, cool, I unleashed this plan and this plan.
I mean,
and
I think
we're all fucking
realistically,
dead.
I think
But yeah,
realistically,
like-
this is just Death Note, but like Joey is light and Lucia is I forget the other one.
L.
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 Yeah. Oh,
No, I can-
yeah, L. Yeah.
I can honestly tell you, no, Joey is not a long-term planner. No, it's not.
Because
Joey's,
Lucia definitely has long-term plans that I still need to bother Loser about because I need to make them drones.
I would love for Joey to be the Kira long-term planner, but he honestly is not. He's very much a live in the moment kind of guy.
Yeah,
He
my
only
kid
takes the
would
potato
tend to
chips
be
and
more like that as
eats
well.
it.
Sorry, what was that?
He takes the
It's a
potato
Death Note
chip
reference.
and eats it.
Joey's a simple-minded person. What am I going to wear today? How am I going to work out my club today? Who am I going to kill today?
If anything, the coteries bimbo is actually Lauren because she doesn't
Yep.
know anything about kindred life. She knows politics and she knows like how to inspire people
Yeah.
and how to command people, but
Yeah.
that's it.
And let's be honest, she's a bimbo in the other way too.
Well, no, that
No.
one hasn't actually quite come up yet in character. But if someone does call her on it, I do have a reason why she acts like that.
Okay, just to be honest, I'm not judging. It was more of a joke.
Oh yeah, no, it's like it's a specific character choice that I have for her, and there's a reason why she does it as well.
Yeah,
Out
I
of
still-
curiosity, do you mind sharing, or is that sort of a will come up when it comes up?
Yeah, we'll discuss it when it comes up in character because I don't want to spoil it.
I still missed what Shadow said because first Sarah spoke over him, then Jean spoke over him. Jen spoke over him rather. Something about eating it.
It was a Death Note reference.
Yeah, I know that. I just didn't hear what he said.
I wrote it in chat.
Oh, okay then. Because it's like both times he tried to say it, somebody talked
But
over.
like
him.
it's
Oh,
not
that-
even that like excessive a reference.
I know, but now I'm just curious what the hell he was saying.
Annoying.
Oh, that lol. Fair enough. Shadow, Stars and Wishes.
I mean, I did my wish. Star.
Did you?
Yeah, for that conversation to have been longer.
Oh,
Yeah,
right,
we both had the same wish.
Because I still resent that comment on Lucy also being a clown. Come on, she did the least funny.
You know.
I mean,
Oh
maybe
my
we can
God.
rewind the end of the last session to sort of like fill in a little bit at the start of the next one, you know?
Yeah,
Maybe.
we can do that. Yeah.
We can do that as long as you remember that we're doing that, because I probably won't.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys have to like watch the last 10 minutes and be like, shit, okay.
I'm gonna have to watch the
Um,
last 10 minutes anyway because my connection was falling out of a paper bag.
Yeah, I got that. Mine's been really spotty today too. Despite being here and at my friend's place, like it's been.
Am I the
I've been
only?
getting the unstable connection bit, and I'm like, fuck. Like,
Am I
this
the only person with halfway decent internet?
No,
No,
my
Shadows.
internet's been fine.
No, I have fiber optic.
I used to have
same.
internet.
Ellie.
The only problem is
Kelly.
that because I'm in like a really old tenement building, the signal is shite because it doesn't travel through the walls.
Mm.
See, I just have
Yeah.
Ethernet plugged into the fiber router. So
I mean, that makes more sense. I really want to actually get to the point where I can just have like better Wi-Fi. Put it this way, I had better Wi-Fi in Italy than I did here.
I have one of those boxes that when you plug into your PC, it makes your PC think it's connected directly into the brewer.
Right, but I mean, that's not the same
yeah.
necessarily.
Also, just like run a long Ethernet cable. It's worth it.
I literally can't. I won't be able to do that from my living room to up here.
It's not like one of those boxes that plug into the mains and then you run an Ethernet cable from that, is it? Because I hate those.
No, it's
Like I hate those with a passion that
it's
you
true.
will never understand.
It's two boxes. One you plug into the Ethernet cable, one you plug in upstairs, and then you can run one from the
Right,
upstairs.
it's an access point.
I've got a
That
router
sounds a
that
lot
plugs
like the. That sounds a lot like the Ethernet extension things that you plug into the mains.
Right, but you have those over Wi-Fi as well. Like if you set up an access point on
You can, yeah.
on
It's
one
just
side, and
better-
then you can set up the access point and reverse on the other side. I've done
It's
that.
better than
Yeah.
it's better than just me trying to run purely on wireless because my bedroom is a black hole where wireless signals cannot escape.
in.
See, that's why you just run a long Ethernet cable.
But I can't do because that I'm in like the far end of my house.
Yeah, fair.
They make long
Okay,
enough
you
Ethernet
just-
cables, trust.
Yeah, you can get like 20-meter Ethernet cables.
I got
Yeah.
50-meter Ethernet cables.
See?
Where there's a will, there's a way.
You're all nerds. So,
Also, you can
are we
always
done with
just
Stars and Wishes?
Get a spool of cable and make your own.
Everyone has done
It's not that
Stars
hard.
and Wishes,
I
dudes.
don't know. I mean, I haven't.
Yeah, I think we're all good.
Let's go.
Yeah. So this is just like bonus after show stuff.
Yeah.
Like, let's talk
I haven't
networking.
done Stars and Wishes,
Oh, that's true. Okay, okay, do yours.
Okay, fine.
but I see how it is.
Your opinion doesn't matter to me, but go on.
It's okay. My opinion doesn't matter to most
I am-
people. I understand that.
I'm being reminded of certain other shows, which
Hmm?
I will not talk about. But I'm just like, this is very much reminding me of something else.
I mean,
Oh, you
always
can't
post it in
say
chat.
that without mentioning what it is.
No, we're
I
still.
mean, she can
being
mention it
recorded,
after the
that's
after
why.
show.
No,
Yeah. it's
Oh.
still
No,
being
no, no,
recorded,
no,
that's
wait.
why.
Anyway,
post it in chat.
my star,
We can read.
my
Can we?
I can.
my star is probably the it's a toss up between breaking Darius's collarbone or browbeating him into submission. I just thought that was highly entertaining.
I mean,
I
like
did.
both.
I did also like the. I like the paranoia thing. I like how you two played the paranoia. I'm glad you enjoyed that. My wish is honestly just more of this because it's been so fun. Just complete nonsense.
We are definitely clown world though, because like we all have to we all try and be serious, but we all have our different types of serious, and so they just kind of clash, and it creates a carnival.
Yeah.
Joey
World
doesn't.
of clownness.
Joey doesn't.
You're in the
kinda
world of
saw-
clownness.
The world-
So we kind of
the
saw
world of clowns.
like each other's seriousness. At least I think with Jean and Timothy, where each person was like, "Holy shit, our girlfriend is in trouble."
Mhm.
So like instead of like the "I'm gonna break things" Jean, it was like I'm gonna hold her hand and pull her into a hug, and like my powers will fucking evolve to save her from the world, you know. And
my
then
goodness,
like
here's the life
Timothy,
ahead of.
very similarly, you know, just
Wow.
talk her down.
Okay, bye.
Yeah.
Hi. But yeah, like
Toodles.
Timothy very
Oh.
similarly is, you know, trying to protect Lauren from her own paranoia and, you know, talk her down from like this, we need to murder everyone, you know, like the others are going to betray us and everything. Like, I like that. I thought that was really good.
Oh yeah, no, that
Um,
that was really good. That was like a really good
Yeah.
sort of
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, like that was
Because-
like a very serious moment from like both Jean and Timothy.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, like, Timothy and Jean are ostensibly the same sort of character archetype, but played on the two sides of on the two ends of the spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like how easy it was to do the paranoia thing for Lauren because it's like, well, 3 people have just fucked off to who knows where. And, you know, the only person you can trust now is Timothy. He hasn't abandoned you. He'd never abandon you, would he? Hmm?
The reason I was actually gonna like, obviously it's not gonna come up now, but it was actually the bit in the basement with Gwynion. And I that's the reason I was asking how long it had been since we'd been down there, because I
Yeah.
was actually going to say, after confessing that I was a caitiff and just going to Timothy and just like, I'm really sorry, forget.
But you didn't do that, so oh well.
Yeah, because I didn't, because I was, that's why I was, because it was obviously, it can only forget like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So it'd been more of, if I remembered it at the time, that would have been what I would have done, basically. Like, my secret has to be kept. I gave it as information as a trade.
Yeah, I mean,
I honestly think this is better. Like, honestly, I think it's more interesting to think that she trusts Timothy enough to let him know her secret.
Because
Yeah,
importantly,
Gwendolyn,
the
for her
other three
part,
still
did
don't
not.
know.
Yeah,
the other
Gwendolyn, for
three
her
don't.
part, did not care that you're a caitiff.
Yeah.
What about Mr. Zealot in the same room as you said that?
I mean, he's not going to say fucking anything.
Yeah.
Like he'll never say anything about us to anyone.
He might have been going to say that I'm a caitiff to someone else, but then also he got his ass handed to him on a silver platter with a cloche.
Yep. Yeah, he ain't saying shit to anyone.
Like, I think the worst bit about it is that we're all neonates.
Yeah. What?
My only regret about this session is that I'm like so much further away from Fist of Cain again. But like it was worth it for the scene. No, it was a good scene. It worked really well. But like if I was closer to Fist of Cain, I would have played into that a bit more for the breaking his collarbone thing, you know, like butter, you know, just like squelch.
He's 9th gen, so he's old and he's strong, but yeah.
I mean, he's
nothing really
not that close, not that far from us.
Yeah.
But he is definitely not a neonate.
Yeah.
I mean, so generation doesn't really correlate that well to age. Like you can be 9th gen and very young, depending on when you were embraced.
Yeah.
It just matters who embraced you, you know? I mean, I think in most cases it does correlate very well, but like it's not causation, you know. So, yeah.
Correlation is not causation.
Yeah.
Is your Shadows, show your cat to the camera.
Skin cat.
I'm going to do the same.
Oh,
we have a cat.
You just hated every moment of that.
Lol.
Oh, hang on. I have to unblur my background. That's why it's not working.
As a note, do we want to end the after show here?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, bye. Thank you for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed.
Happy birthday.
Have this, I guess, heart thing that people do.
I like the heart. I don't like the happy birthday. Fuck
The happy birthday thing's weird. It's weird. Okay, are we
I've always do it.
Bye-bye.